Hey everybody, Sam Kavaris in the Nimnik Sports Update. Well, they seem to be getting closer in these negotiations between the NFL and the players. The court in St. Louis ruled in favor of the owners. That's a good thing for this entire situation, because if they ruled in favor of the players, the owners would have just dug their heels in and said fine and appealed again, and we'd have lost part of the season. As it is now, it appears that they have agreed on some points, but they're still far apart on others. Even though they're letting the lawyers work through the weekend and kind of hash out some of the details of the documentation, there are some big issues out there. Apparently the owners would like to have free agents available to them, kind of like they have franchise players now, not just one or two, but like 3 or 4. And the players really don't want to see that. That's just apparently one of the issues that is leaked out. What's the drop dead date? I don't know. I mean, everybody's told me like next Friday. If they don't get it done by Friday the 15th, there's going to be a very difficult time to get some camp in, to get the free agency, to sign some players, and then in turn to go ahead and get the season started on time. Remember, next week is the 15th. If you think about it, the Jaguars would have reported to camp only 2 weeks after that, less than 2 weeks after that, actually on the 27th. So things are coming down to the wire here. It won't surprise me if they do get a deal done. I mean, that's kind of how negotiations go. But at this point, it is touch and go for missing some of the preseason and maybe even some of the regular season. Hey, the Suns have been a pretty mediocre team this year. In fact, over the entire season, they're about 500. But boy, they've had some great individual performances. Brad Hand brought up to the Marlins and pitched very well, and now he's back with the Suns. Of course, Mike Stanton last year. And this Chris Hatcher story is a great one. Hatcher was called up to the majors last year as a catcher at the end of the year, and they realized that he couldn't hit major league pitching. So they've made him a pitcher. He's pitched so well for the Suns this time that he's been called up to the majors as a pitcher. First guy in the history of baseball to be called up as a catcher and then called up as a pitcher the following year. Pretty good stuff. I'm Sam Kavaris. That's the Nimnik Sports Update. You can follow us live streaming here at news4jax.com.